completing the square is one option for solving quadratic equations that aren't factorable. Another option is what's called the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And if we may remember, a, b, and c are the numbers in front of the different variables in the quadratic equation. So given, for example, if we were given the formula 2x squared plus 3x minus 20 equals 0, here would be a, here would be b, here would be c. And we could actually just plug these straight into the quadratic formula. So we'd say negative 3 plus or minus the square root b squared, 3 squared, minus 4a c all over 2a. Negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 plus 160 all over 4, which equals negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 169 over 4. Square root of 169 happens to be 13. So negative 3 plus 13 is positive 10 divided by 4. 10 over 4 reduces to be 5 over 2, so there's one answer. Negative 3 minus 13 is negative 16 over 4, becomes negative 4. So my two answers are 5/2 and negative 4. Let's say I was given 3x squared plus 1 equals negative 5x. The first thing you need to do is get everything on the same side. So if we add the 5x over, we get 3x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals 0. A, B, C. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now it's just simplifying. Negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 12 all over 6, which is negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 13 all over 6, which doesn't reduce any further, so that would be our final answer. What if I have x plus 5, x minus 1 equals negative 18? This isn't similar to the zero root property. I can't set each of these equal to negative 18. That doesn't work. You have to have 0 to use that. So instead, if we FOIL this out, combine like terms, and get everything on the same side of the equal sign, we can then say, okay, this is A, which is a 1 because it's not written, B is a 4, C is a 13. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root, 4 squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root, 16 minus 52 all over 2, which equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 36 over 2, which, coming up above, is negative 4 plus or minus, this becomes 6i, so the only thing that changes, square root of negative 36 is 6i. Dividing 4 by 2 gives us negative 2. Dividing 6 by 2 gives us 3i. And we can actually have imaginary solutions come out of our quadratic formula as well.